I'm interested in a parent coming out and doing something that was difficult, because instead of your child living up to what your expectations are for them, Dwayne Wade and his wife are loving enough that they are allowing a child to be supported with love, no matter what the consequences are in the noise that is being directed at your television now, because there are people that don't approve of this.
This is such a layered subject here, and just for the perfect example of that is, look, we are still wrapping our minds around what it is to be LGBTQ in general, what it is to be gay and lesbian. If you look at in male sports, in the U.S. male sports, there's one team player, Colin Martin of the MLS and USL, who is out. There are no more. There are many women who are out and who have gone through a lot of the things that closeted male men would go through, but they're not nearly as championed as much as a man would when he would do this. And so that subject in itself, the fact that it's 2020 and we have one male who's out in U.S. team sports, goes to show you how much more growth we have to have here. And here you have Dwayne Wade, one of our sporting legends, the picture of masculinity while he played, doing this in real time, showing us, oh, I have a transgender child named Zaya, and I am supportive of that, and I'm telling you why that is. That is a lot for people to wrap their minds around. Will this open the eyes? Of course, it has to open people's eyes, because look at Dwayne Wade himself. It must have opened his eyes as a parent. Do you think he was ready for this when he first had Zaire and then Zion and then his daughter? He had no idea this was coming. He had to learn about this, and here he is sort of teaching others how to go about this. And the fact that a lot of people's first response is to be offended by this, to think that the child is wrong. A child, when we are children, we are our most genuine selves. How could you say that this child is wrong or it offends you? That just shows you how far we have to go in this conversation. Dwayne Wade is taking you way further than you thought you were ready to go, and he's pulling you into the conversation, and that, of course, is a good thing.
So Pistons guard Reggie Bullock has been really outspoken about transgender rights because of his sister, but Dwayne Wade is on a whole nother level in terms of stardom, and it being his own child, I think, makes a big difference. It feels very common sense to say that you should love and support your child no matter what. That letting them be the person that they are and giving them the acceptance and the inclusion to succeed at whatever they might is very simple. But for some people, it might not be. And for Dwayne Wade to set an example opens up the minds of other people. I call this a gift, not only to the Wades, because they become better and more evolved people by understanding and learning through the experiences of their daughter, but also a gift to the world, because when you put someone in a power position the way that Dwayne Wade is, and you challenge him with something that is surely a challenge, even as accepting as he might be, and he handles it this way, he gives an example to all the people out there that feel like they know him and that may not ever meet someone who's transgender in their lifetime, who are afraid of it, who don't understand it, and because of their connection to sports and Dwayne Wade, are a little bit of the door is opened ajar for them to step in and try to understand. I think this is going to be huge, and his role not only in this but in acceptance of LGBTQ plus community could help what Izzy spoke to earlier, which is to say that locker rooms around the NBA might be a little less likely to abuse language and act in certain ways, knowing that their brother Dwayne Wade is out there speaking on behalf of this.
And think about this, guys. Zaya having this supportive people around her, this family, where she doesn't have to go around wondering if people are going to accept her. She doesn't have to go around hiding who she is and walking on eggshells around certain people. She's got this family who's very supportive, and she doesn't have to waste years of her life being afraid or shameful the way so many, whether it be transgender children or LGBTQ children in general, have to live by. This is something that's eye-opening. It's something that every potential parent should absolutely listen to.